The economic health of casino corporations on the Las Vegas Strip is largely an illusion, and I can prove it. You see, month after month, the casinos keep reporting bigger and better casino gaming revenue takes. But all that, it comes from one particular type of gamer. And, spoiler alert, it almost certainly isn't you. So come with me as I take a walk down the lonely, dead Las Vegas Strip today. We check out how the nation's economic situation is affecting Sin City. Everything I say in this video is my opinion. It's all allegedly, and I think I can prove, though, that they are hiding behind that one player. Maybe by the end of the video, you'll agree with me. And stick around to the end of the video, because you see that giant thing behind me? That big guitar they're building? I got a cool time-lapse to share with you. Let's go. So in 2025, one of the big things that people are really upset about is the inflation on food and on dining in Vegas. We know of the famous $26 bottle of water at the Aria mini bar, but you also have $9 bottles of water at the actual little gift shop at the hotel. You have $30 meals at the food halls here in town. Heck, it's going to cost you at least $150 per person, mind you, to go to a decent steakhouse and get that experience. But my whole question on this is, why is anybody surprised? Because of the Big Mac price. Have you heard about the Big Mac price? So a report came out recently that showed that the price of a Big Mac nationwide has climbed up from $2.25, I think it is, all the way to $6. And that's for one of the most accessible fast food items on the planet. And so if the prices of fast food are up across the country, that says a lot about inflation on food items in general, but that still doesn't excuse why Vegas has climbed up so much in pricing. So quick tip, if you're in Vegas, you go to the ABC stores, you carry some kind of bag with you, you get 2 bottles of water, $3. Load up your room. Don't pay these in hyperinflated prices. See, across America, companies are looking to extract even more out of all of their customers and their clients. Have you noticed that your streaming services have been inching up ever so slightly year after year? Have little things that you do, little services gotten more expensive? Have you seen shrinkflation? Have you seen what the Toblerone looks like? Gosh, that's a Christmas classic. But it's all about the yield market. It's all about how these companies, especially here in Vegas, pay back their debts. Because nationwide, the treasury yields are at absolute peak highs right now. When you go into businesses, they have debt. Nobody actually spends their own money on anything. And they have to service debts that they already have, like Caesar's Palace right behind me. Why do you think Caesar's Palace is such a bad stock to buy in 2025? I mean, Caesars, when it was bought out by Eldorado right after the COVID outbreak, they took on a lot of debt. And they have to service that debt before they can report any kind of profits. They're on top of that, diminishing your experience by extracting every last penny out of you. Meanwhile, in Vegas and other places across the country, the American dream of homeownership, it is quickly skidding out of the way. I mean, in Vegas, think about what that person you complain about having to tip is earning. $17 an hour. Oh, and they're having hidden layoffs, just like everybody else. The hidden layoffs are where they just tell you not to come in because they don't have hours for you. So how exactly is somebody making $17 to $20 per hour supposed to buy a house? There's no way that they can afford the $3,200 to $3,500 a month payment when we factor in the interest rates, and much can be said across the country. And across the country, much can be said to be happening in other industries. People getting the wages that they can get, clamoring to hold on to their job because we've surpassed well over 1 million layoffs across America. Have you heard about the stock market? How's that doing for you? Unless you're the AA, you're the affluent asset holder, you're not seeing any kind of traction in this economy. And so along with attracting that one special type of player that will unveil towards the end of this video, the casinos also want to attract those AAs, affluent asset holding. So for me and my students in 1K a day, that's my course where I teach people how to do this stuff. Our affluence and our assets are our brain and our ability to trade those markets. I got students that are making $150 to $300 a day. These guys and gals are usually finished in 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe you want to do a day like I did today where I made $300 in the course of 5 minutes. Click the link below and type in BF8 at checkout. Yeah, we're going to give you my crypto primer course as well as my futures course. $199, that's the only price you'll pay. That deal goes away tonight or tomorrow. I got to uncouple them so it'll go up in price. Because I need you guys to be a AA person. Now, I know a lot of you guys, you like double D people, but don't be a double B person. That's just butthurt and broke. All right, don't be butthurt and broke. Get the course. make a change. Because inflation in Vegas is a real big problem right now. And I don't know if you saw, but the president claims he fixed inflation. He said the prices are coming down and everything is good now. And to his credit, the price of gasoline is down. But what about food? What about your heating bill at your house? What about everything else? What about here in town? The truth is, Vegas has hyperinflated things like dining, with the average food price spent by a tourist in town going up 27% since 2019. Resort fees have soared a whopping 57%. Yeah, you used to be able to do resort fees in Vegas for anywhere between $20 to $35 a night in 2019. Now they don't get any lower than $30 and go as high as $55 in some cases. And so I guess the casinos simply didn't get the memo that the president put out that inflation has been solved. A 2-night stay, and I'll put the numbers up on the screen in front of me here, in 2019 would run you for $610 to $640. And sadly, it's over $1,100 to come to Vegas for 2 nights in 2025. That's not a little bit of money. And the good news, if you can call it good news, is that nationwide, people are pissed off. They're just mad. They feel like the value's gone out of everyday services. They know they're being nickeled and dimed all the way down the line. And Vegas is no different. The problem for Vegas right now is that people are waking up and boycotting coming here. And it's wild because even big events like F1, which are expected to bring in the high rollers, the AAs, who can pay $9,000 for the best seats on the main event day, they're not bringing in the people around the event. And that's how Vegas has operated for a really long time. I mean, the National Finals Rodeo runs down at the Thomas and Mack Center, and it only seats about 18,000 people, yet we expect hundreds of thousands to come in for the rodeo. Where are the rest of the people? We streamed during the F1 race, and as you can see from this archived live stream, although the F1 can sit 100,000 spectators in the seats, the casinos certainly weren't full with people who were simply piling on and coming in for the event. And the numbers clearly show it. I mean, literally almost 2 million people coming to Vegas in 2025 have just poof, vanished. So the question is, if the AA crowd can afford the big events, but even they can't fill the gaps, who is paying the bills for the gaming revenue? Well, the answer to that is baccarat. Or baccarat. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, and somebody in my chats will tell me I have a weird, funny accent. That's right, it's the baccarat players. It's the ultra-high rollers. It's the invite-only places at casinos like the Wynn and the Venetian, where you need how much just to get in on the action? How about an astronomical minimum $300,000 deposit just to play? And if what my inside sources have told me is true about how these whales get to Vegas, it doesn't have anything to do with any person that you might know in real life. It's all about the billionaire class. That's right, flying people in business class accommodations for thousands of dollars per person, putting them in the most opulent suites at places like Caesar's Palace, the Wynn, the Venetian, the Palazzo, and the Bellagio, all for a sweet chance to make the biggest take you can make this month and possibly get those gaming revenues to surge. And that gives us our case study in October, where baccarat takes soared 69% across the Las Vegas Strip, quite irrationally, and where the casino gaming revenue for that month also jumped up. So the key takeaway here is that more and more we're in a K-shaped recovery. The people who are gaining are really gaining, and the people who are losing are really losing. Subscribe to the channel because we're going to do a whole video on that later on this week and explain how this K-shaped recovery is shaping the future of not just Vegas, but vacations in the economy all across the country. And if there's one takeaway from this video, it has to always be this. You just gotta learn how to do something. Learn AI. Heck, I promised you at the start of the video something very cool. I made this in AI by telling the AI to take a picture of the Mirage transitioning into the Hard Rock and show me what the construction might look like. Have a new start. Go back to school. If you've been thinking about it for 2 years, where would you be if you did it 2 years ago? Or take my course. You can get it for $199 and own it for life. Every day there's more and more people becoming AA people around you. And I think it's your turn now. With that, if you're 1% smarter than when you came into the video, you owe it to yourself and to me to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me make more videos for you. And until the next one, we'll talk to you later.